Greetings, 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 good people. I'm back. Welcome back. All right, it's Hot Topics time. All right, so I won't be before you long. This is a quick Hot Topics video. As you are coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. And as always, drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First up, this is an older story, but I wanted to talk about this really quickly. So Angel Reese, she was suspended about 2 weeks ago or so. She's since returned, and this is her eighth technical foul of the season. So she was suspended for one game after receiving her eighth technical foul for the season. So the WNBA announced the one-game suspension. It was on a Thursday, basically citing that the league's automatic penalty for players who hit that threshold during regular season play. I wanted to bring this up because not only do I want you to take a look at the video, but do you guys think that she is being harshly criticized in comparison to some of her other peers? Do you think this girl's got a bad rap? Do you think she did this on purpose? Take a look at the video and let me know what you think, okay? So you see her hand hit Aaliyah Edwards in the head. Aaliyah Edwards is in the black. You see her going down. Angel Reese is in the blue. Bam, she swung her arms. Now, basketball is a very physical sport, right? So sometimes people get poked in the eye, people slip and fall, and they break this and sprain that. Do you think that she knew exactly what she was doing? I think because it appeared that the girl bumped her, Aaliyah bumped her, so she swung. I don't know. Some people say she knew exactly what it is that she was doing. Tell me what you think, okay? So the incident occurred during a game against the Connecticut Sun when Reese struck Aaliyah Edwards in the head while fighting for a rebound. So the foul was reviewed, but ultimately upheld by the league. So she returned from suspension. She was suspended from one game. But what are your thoughts on the suspension? So a lot of people in the comments said, nah, she swung on that girl and popped her on the low. Okay. And she hit her with a two-piece, hit her twice with both hands. That's what someone else said. Someone else wrote, now this like the second or third time I have seen Angel Reese accidentally, quote unquote, knock somebody the F out. All right. Do you think someone said clearly a mistake? So I saw this on social media a few days ago, and I wanted to talk about it. Like, do you guys think that she is being unfairly scrutinized, or do you think that she's just one of them rough girls that know what she's doing and tries to get away with it? Listen, the men and other women in the basketball league, they do the same thing. So this one you got suspended, you got penalized for, but I don't know. Sometimes I think that they can be a little bit harsh on her. Someone said she literally knew what she was doing. Are you guys following the WNBA? Are you paying attention to Angel Reese? Let me know in the comments. But girl, you better tighten up. You got a lot of technical fouls for the season, Miss Thing. That's just a bit too much. Anyway, moving along, still in the neighborhood of sports. Boxing star Devin Haney, right? He is suing his ex, Lena Saeed, I think that's how you pronounce her name, to recover $350,000 worth of gifts. Okay? So boxing star Devin Haney is suing his ex to recover $350,000 worth of gifts that he says that he gave her in anticipation of their wedding. Now, the question being posed is, should exes have to return gifts they received in a relationship? I've watched Judge Judy, and I have seen where Judge Judy pretty much sometimes tells people count it as a loss. It's a gift, unless it was like an engagement ring. All right. So let's get into this. So Haney, he filed the latest suit against Lena in Los Angeles County last week, alleging that she won't return several pricey handbags and jewelry. So Haney, he claimed that he got her the items, which included things like Hermes bags, an Audemars watch, very expensive, a diamond ring, diamond earrings, and several other pricey purses, under the premise that they were going to tie the knot. Now, the diamond ring, was that an engagement ring? Because if it's an engagement ring, girl, give the ring back, okay? How do you guys feel about that? If a guy proposes to a woman, all right, a man proposes to a woman, they break up, should the woman return the ring to the man? Some people say no, some people say yes. What do you guys think? Okay. Moving along, but he says because she called off the relationship, California law requires her to give the gifts back. Haney says in total, he suffered over $500,000 worth of damages. This is, of course, the second time Haney has sued his former lover in the last month. Just a few weeks ago, he filed a lawsuit claiming that she extorted and defamed him. The suit came roughly 2 months after Syed got a temporary domestic violent restraining order against him. You're cooked, Haney. You are cooked. Okay? If she is ordered, this is just my opinion, if she is ordered by law to give them gifts back, them expensive gifts back, child, the allegations are going to be very thick. Okay? Very, very thick. So the question again, do you think exes should have to return gifts they received during the relationship? Comment your thoughts. And yes, I want you to comment your thoughts in this video. In this instance, because the state that they live in legally requires her to return the gifts that she received, return the gifts, girl. If she is ordered to return those gifts and she has to turn them things over, baby, that DV case, she gonna ramp that bad boy up. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a valid case, because he very well could have put his hands on her. I don't know. I have no clue. Boy, I tell you, some of these types of women be requiring these men to spend coin. Woo-wee. But yes, I think something like an engagement ring, if the engagement is off, you guys break up for whatever reason, I would give the ring back. I wouldn't want it. I know some people pawn it, they sell it, they take the money. Oh, some people say it was a gift. I'm keeping it. But it's an engagement ring under the guise that you guys are going to get married. So if that agreement is broken off or that relationship is broken off, then the contract, quote unquote, is null and void. California law says, sister, you got to give that stuff back. So you got to come up off them Hermes bags, girl. Ooh, I know she is sick, honey. It doesn't make any sense you wasting money on a lawyer, the woman that is in this situation, because if law requires you give the gifts back, then the lawyers really be winning in these situations, boy. I'm telling you, I am in the wrong profession. All right, shifting gears completely, y'all. This is so freaking sad. Kirk Franklin's son, Kerrion, he is accusing Kirk Franklin of putting his hands on him severely when he was a kid, okay? You guys know that they have a very severed relationship. It's very heavy, okay? Painful, if you will. So Kerrion Franklin has publicly accused his parents of severely putting their hands on him. In a recent Instagram post, Kerrion shared graphic images of his back scars, alleging that he was beat black and blue during his youth. Okay, Kirk has not publicly responded to these specific allegations. However, in a 2021 interview, he acknowledged that their family faced serious conflict after Kerrion shared an intense phone argument with his father. The latest allegations have divided fans, of course, as usual. Some have expressed concern and support for Kerrion, while others question the validity of his claims. I oftentimes say that depending on, especially when it comes to people who are well-known, celebrities, famous, whatever you want to call them, if you like them, you'll give them grace. If you don't care for them, sometimes, some people do this, not all people. If you don't care for them, you believe the most negative things about them. Case in point, outside of this, Tyler Perry. So there's some allegations that have been launched against Tyler Perry, and his fans, his supporters are standing 10 toes down, and they don't believe any of his accusers. And then there are some people who feel like, yeah, it's very well possible, and some people who feel, yes, he's absolutely guilty. So in this case, unfortunately, there are people who are arguing about this online, as they always do. Some people say that Kerrion is lying. Some people say that Kirk is innocent, and some people believe that Kirk is guilty, right? So he posted this to social media. This is an image of his back, and the caption reads, "These scars all over my back are not SEX stories. Breaks my heart all over again when people ask, because I wish that was the case. Pain is the only feeling that's familiar for me, but whatevs. And for the record, these scars are symbols. They really signs of many secrets that I keep bottled up since I was a baby, being beat black and blue since first grade. I walk with war and betrayal in my posture. So F around and find out who's with the ish forever. Okay. Forever is effing around online. I'll enjoy being a PE teacher. Parentals enjoyed expressing rotten rage in many ways as punishment/consequence. Not that anyone cares about compassion, consideration. These scars are the only memories I have of my childhood. So as you can see, somebody posted in the comments section a GIF that says, "Nah, son, they're not believing him." Someone else wrote, "Did he beat him up recently?" Another person wrote, "I'm saying he's lying, but I'm saying he's lying." I guess they meant to say, "I'm not saying he's lying, but those scars don't look like they came from his childhood." So a lot of people were saying that these scars look too fresh for them to be from his childhood, because he is alleging that he was beat from the time that he was very, very young. Someone else said, "So now he was abused too, the only one abused, because Kirk Franklin has other children and they tell a different story than what Kerryon tells publicly about how he grew up." And it's very well possible. You can have 10 children growing up in the same household, in the same environment, and there'll be 10 different experiences. Everyone is different. So we don't know if this is true or not. Someone wrote, "What in the dull Sharpie is going on here? Kirk has tried to mend this relationship." Someone else, "Why does he have a rope tied around his neck in a studio?" Oh, I don't know. I didn't even notice that. Is that like a jump rope or something? Who knows? I thought they had mended their relationship. Now, Kerryon did admit years ago when he did a couple of interviews on YouTube that he does suffer from, trauma, substance abuse, and it was alleged that he has some sort of a mental, issue. Is he being treated at this time? It is unknown, but this is unfortunate. And then you get people who are writing things like, in the black community, that is possible. He was raised in an era before abuse was acknowledged by African Americans. Someone said that wasn't child abuse back in the days. So the debate is online. Some of Kirk Franklin fans are not buying what Kerryon is trying to sell. Okay, so there is another picture of his scars that he is alleging he received from his parents when he was growing up. I really hope that I hope they can work things out. And I in this instance, it's such a sensitive situation because there have been instances where Kerryon has gone to the public and public platforms to discuss these things. Take this offline. Take this offline completely, and both of you need to sit down with a family therapist and really do the work and iron this out. This is not something that is going to be resolved overnight. Probably not even within 6 months to a year, because there's years and years and years of pain, trauma, just negative energy, fighting. It's a lot. Take it offline completely. I understand that Kerryon wants to tell his story, but constantly bringing this to social media is not going to get you any closer to a resolution if that's what you want. Because some people, not saying that Kerryon is one of these people, but some people don't want a resolution. They want attention, and they want the person who they say hurt them to be embarrassed and to be painted as a villain in the public eye. I'm not saying that's the case with Kerryon, but we've seen that many, many times. So this needs to be taken offline and remain offline for the rest of everybody's life. Okay. Otherwise, nothing is going to get solved. All right. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no mo. I would like for you to get down in the comments and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Angel Reese. Are you following the WNBA? All right. What about Kerryon Franklin? Have you been following everything that has been going on between these two? Because a lot of things have played out very publicly. Okay. Kerryon has done a lot of interviews. And also the boxer, Devin Haney. Do you think that his ex should give back all of the gifts that he is requesting because they are no longer together. All right. Can't wait to read your comments. Drop down below. All right, y'all. I'm signing off, but I will be back. So don't worry. I love you for watching. And as always, I will talk to you later.